Damaged ceilings, bullet holes, all reminders of what happened on Tuesday night in Istanbul's main international airport. It's one of the deadliest attacks in Turkey in recent months. 3 suicide bombers arrived by taxi, then killed and wounded dozens in a well-planned operation. If their aim is to weaken Turkey and its image, government leaders had a message of their own. Just a few hours after the attack, Ataturk airport reopened and the cleanup operation began. This was the latest in a series of bombings that have been targeting cities across Turkey. But this time, it was different. The gunmen opened fire, causing casualties and chaos before blowing themselves up.
The image of Turkey is one of danger and terrorism now. And people know that it's not a totally safe country. But I never expected anything happen in the airport. I was just changing flights here. So for me, it was a safe place to be in.
Turkey was already on high alert before the airport attack. Intelligence information warned of potential strikes. Police say they have foiled many attacks. This one may have slipped, but it could have been worse. The assailants were confronted by security forces who managed to prevent them from penetrating the first layer of airport security.
There has been no claim of responsibility, but the Turkish government is blaming ISIL. It wasn't the first time that the finger of blame is being pointed at the armed group. ISIL has been threatening Turkey since the authorities imposed tighter measures along the border with Syria and clamped down on the group's cells and sympathizers.
For Turks, those measures have done little to restore a sense of security. They are in shock.
Zena joins us live now from Istanbul. Zena, has any further information emerged about the attackers at all?
Well, the Turkish Interior Minister released a statement a short while ago saying that the evidence that they have gathered, the information that they have collected, proves to them that ISIL was responsible for the blast here at Ataturk airport. Now, we heard the Prime Minister make a very similar accusation late yesterday, just a few hours after the bombings. But so far, Turkish officials have not presented the evidence to the public, and they haven't provided any information as to the identities of the bombers. There have been reports about one of the bombers being a Turk and the other 2 being foreign nationals, but still no confirmation from the authorities. They didn't even provide information on whether or not these people were living in Turkey. Did they just arrive in Turkey? Were they in Syria and they crossed the border and entered Turkey to carry out the attack? So a lot of questions still need to be answered. But definitely this is a security challenge. The Turkish government is facing a security challenge because this was the deadliest attack and the 4th attack just in Istanbul, and there have been multiple bombings across various cities in recent months.
And Zena, in terms of practicalities, are they changing anything in the way that the airport operates?
Well, as you can see behind me, passengers arriving, passengers leaving, the airport is open. But yes, stepped up security presence. Wherever you look, you see security forces carrying assault rifles, wearing bulletproof vests. But how long will this last is a question. Now there's only one gate to enter the arrival hall. They've closed the other gates so that they can control the flow of traffic in and out of the building. But cars can still pull up to the entrance of the building. Yes, there is a checkpoint at the outskirts of the airport, and we did see security forces stop people on the side, check their luggage, check the trunks of the vehicles. But it's very, very difficult to stop suicide bombers at the end of the day, and there have been multiple explosions. You can't shut down an airport, but the Turkish officials are saying at the same time that if our security forces didn't act the way they did, then we would have seen much more people killed in the attack. Because we have to remember, one of the bombers was shot by the police before he actually detonated his explosive. There was an exchange of fire.
Zena Hodder live with the latest in Istanbul. Thank you very much.